Hello guys, Eric here and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing my second devlog of the series where we have multiple different things that we're going to be looking at. First off, I want to show off my new block types. There we go. And I've added two different blocks for these, the chiseled sturdy stone and the chiseled cast iron. And as you can see, oh my goodness, as you can see, you can make any, oh my goodness, you can make any face of this block face any direction you want. So you can just do that until you've made your block look right. So there's that. And then the next part is I've added these three. This is the portal block, while the portalic block is just another portal texture. I plan on adding wall and pane variations of these soon. And then I have the lava and water tanks. The water tank, yes, I know the water is white. That will be colored later on. And, oh yeah, fix the tubes. So now you can place these in multiple directions. Yeah, I mean, you have to shift-click sometimes, but you can now place these in any direction you want. And that also goes for reinforced deep slate, which, as far as the vanilla one goes, reinforced deep slate, you can only place that one up and down. Where for this, you can place it any direction you want. So then, oh yeah, I fixed most of the duplicate hitboxes. There's still some models that need to be switched. But as of right now, all the hitboxes for the regular drip leaves go along with their models. And as far as the slab ones go, they're all like this. Well, some of them are, as you can see. Oh, I need to fix that. I think that'll just be my final fix. Now this. Now let's get into the casings. Let me do dark oak. So this was originally like this in my first recording. Anyways, my favorite part of this is, well, my favorite part of this update is the casings and frames and grates. So right now you're looking at this and thinking, oh, that's just a normal copper grate. Well, first off, as you can see by the name, it isn't. But you can put blocks inside of this block. And that also works for other casing variations. Like, say you wanted this, I guess, inside. Ooh, that actually looks pretty nice. I didn't expect that to look so good. You have that, and on the bottom are all the different casing versions. These are the grates, and then these are all of the frames. The way you can tell the difference is frames are meant to have trapdoor textures, and casings are meant to have textures from other blocks, or at least outlines of textures from other blocks. This one is for a table base block that I plan on adding that's not actually implemented yet. That is not a vanilla texture, just letting you know. And as for the trapdoor textures, I did have to modify some of the textures to remove the tip. Well, the door part of the trapdoor. So like if I do this, like this door part had to be removed. And you'll notice some are missing, which is the spruce, birch, and dark oak. That's because they're full blocks and I didn't really have any idea on what to do with them, because storing blocks in them wouldn't really have any decorational use. Yeah. And by the way I created this, I just took a casing and grabbed some stained glass and filled in those colors from there. And now I will get to another part of this update that I really like, other than having fixed the, well, most of the hitboxes at least. Other than having fixed most of the hitboxes, I've also added a whole new section of blocks. Oh yeah, I added the path block with all 6 sides, as you can see. I don't know why I shifted there. Anyways, I added these variations of blocks. These are the vanilla items that I plan on adding variations for in a future update. So I have added all of the coral for all the different coral forms. So these will stay alive forever. As you can see, it's hydrated. And by the way, just to show you there's no trickery, there's no water underneath here. And as far as these go, these are also for decorational purposes. So let me actually show you what these are meant to be able to do. So for vanilla, so as far as vanilla goes, if you what am I doing? Cool. Right. Sorry, my brain isn't braining today. Actually, let me do brain. Okay. Oh, that's gonna die quickly, so I might as well get these items. And then I have the Dead Brain Cool fan, Dead Brain Cool, and Brain Cool Wall fan. So when you place these, when you place the vanilla cool items, they can only be placed on the floor of, well, on the top of a block. As far as the fan goes, similar thing here. You can place, well, you can place them on walls, but you can't place them on ceilings, and when you place them on the side of a block, they have a different texture. Personally, I believe this texture is much more useful on the floor for decorational purposes. So, guess what I did? I changed that. So now, we have the cool fans. Well, we have 2 different variations for these cool fans. One of them is just the regular one that can be placed on all sides of a block, along with the wall form, which can also be placed on any side of a block. Now, okay, so now you'll see another thing I did. I made these placeable in multiple directions. So you have both of these different versions for each face. So for this, you have that, then you have that. You have 2 different forms of this block shape. That's what I was trying to point out, but it's, there we go. You have 2 different forms for this block shape. And another thing that I did is you can also place the fans on any side of a block. You can also place these along with their live variants on any block as well. So I can just place this fan on a glowing obsidian, because why not? What? Oh, that's where that went. And yeah, you can place these on literally anything. Hey, you can even place them on lava. Cool. I mean, to be fair, that's not straight up lava. That's glass with lava inside of it, lore-wise. But, you know, who cares? Anyways. Oh, yeah, and they also float too. I will make sure to include a lore reason for that later on. But I have shown off the core, and obviously I have the different core variations too. I also have the full block form of the dried kelp. So the vanilla dried kelp, as you can see, only has that horizontal line. Like that. I just made this texture be available on all sides. I gotta clear my inventory again. And then I also added different mushroom variation blocks. So, the reason I did this is because if we get the vanilla mushroom, oh, that's the modded one. Let me get these real quick. So, if I do this, this looks fine. But then, you place this block, break it, and immediately becomes this texture. And then, this brown one also acts, well, behaves the same exact way. And the only way for you to get that brown texture back is by placing and replacing the block. And of course, same thing goes with this. It just doesn't seem right. So I decided to add permanent versions of those. And yeah, there's that. Oh yeah, and I did the mushrooms. You can now place mushrooms on all sides of a block, because why not? And also you can place them in daytime, which is something that I know tons of Minecrafters have been wanting for a very long time. Just being able to place these outside would just be wonderful. Mojang, if you're listening, please do that. I don't know if it's on the rejected list or not, but if it is, well, why in the world would it be on the rejected list? Anyways, we have that. And these are not actually in yet. These are the vanilla versions of these items. I will be making these placeable in multiple different ways. The Spore Blossom will have the same types of block states as the what is it? As the cool. And this is mostly just so you can place these on any side of a block instead of just on the bottom of a block, because they look awesome, and I'd like to be able to put particles anywhere I want instead of just below the flower. So let's see. Was there anything else? Oh yeah, I added the azalea. Wait, no, I think I already had the azalea ones. Yeah, I did. I'm definitely missing something. I know I am. There's all those stone variations. I think I showed those off before. How about the casings, the cools? Oh yeah, and I added the different fungus types. So there's the crimson and the warp fungus, which you can also place on multiple sides of a block for decorational purposes. These cannot be bone mealed, and they will never go into a tree. That's the only purpose behind them. By the way, just so you can tell, let me do fungus. The way you can tell is these are a little bit darker, and they have that darker and lighter side to their model. Now, originally that was a bug, but now I decided to just leave it in because it helps you tell the difference between these and regular plants. So let me, I think I'm going to put the warped one, well, the crimson there and the warp there. Oh wait, no, wrong way. That works better. So yeah, that's everything I've done that I can think of right now, at least. I will be adding decorative budding amethyst. It will not actually grow any amethyst on it, but at least you can bring it in as decoration. And then these drift zones, let me see, can I actually get the box state? No, I can't, man. But again, these are just different variations of drip zone, and then these are different variations of amethyst. Although now that I think about it, I believe you can already just place these on any block you want in any face. So I don't actually need these. Oh wait, that's what those are there for. Those are there for clear map color. Oh, and another thing. Speaking of, I believe... Oh wait, no, wrong one. So, the vanilla glow lichen is great, but as False Symmetry pointed out in one of her videos, they show up on a map, which, I mean, could be wonderful in some cases, but in other cases, not so much. So, here we are. I added a new form of glow lichen, which doesn't show up on maps. I do need to fix that texture, but, I mean, it works. It works. So, I think that is it for this video. As you saw in the future, I'll be adding the amethyst, well, the budded amethyst and the other forms of amethyst without map colors, and then I'll be adding the drip zones also without map colors. And I'll be doing something with candles, I just don't know what just yet. And I'll be doing something with the shoulder textures. And then obviously I want to work on implementing all of these later on. Skulk Vein should actually be pretty easy. Anyways, yeah, so thank you for watching, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!